Welcome to this month/season's book haul. I just wanted to let you all know up front that today's video is a paid promotion with Disney-Hyperion, so if you're not into sponsored content, I will see you next time. But as always, all opinions are my own. Today I just wanted to put a spotlight on a new book coming out that hopefully a lot of you will enjoy. The book that Disney-Hyperion asked me to promote is Kill All Happies by Rachel Cohn. This book is already in stores. It came out on May 2nd, which is just like a week ago. Rachel Cohn is the co-author of Dash and Lily's Book of Dares, and that was one of my favorite books of all time back when I first started BookTube. So I heard about Rachel's new book coming out, in the cover just looks awesome. So I decided that I did want to give it a try. This book follows a girl named Vic who lives kind of in the middle of nowhere in a desert town, and she's just about to graduate. So for graduation, she decides that she wants to throw this massive party with a couple of goals in mind. There's this restaurant that her town is known for called Happies, and she decides that she wants to send them into bankruptcy this night. Those crazy teens. She also wants to hook up with her crush Jake, and all of this she needs to do in secret from Mrs. Thorpe, who is one of her teachers but also a councilwoman who would shut the whole thing down if she found out about it. The entire night gets progressively more and more interesting. Certain people show up to crash the party. It ends up that they all go to a theme park behind Happies and start messing around and being crazy, and this follows that night and what happened, all the drama and events. I think the design of this book is just darling. All of the graphics in it are so nice. Like I said, the cover looks great. I didn't know there was a design under the dust jacket. I don't think I'm ready for this. Honey, what? So clearly this book is gorgeous. I absolutely adored Rachel's writing style and the works that I have read from her. I have started this and I'm not very far into it, but I can already tell it's going to be amazing. Thank you Disney-Hyperion for sending me a copy of this and sponsoring this video. I can't wait to finish this because I love Rachel's writing style. Another book that I received recently is also from a company that was sponsoring me, but that video is already up. This book is The One Memory of Flora Banks by Emily Barr. This book was already out in the UK, but now it's out in the US. This is about a girl named Flora Banks who, when she was 10, had a brain tumor removed, and so she has never been able to make new memories since that operation. So she goes through her life with a tattoo on her hand saying, "Flora, be brave," and she has to constantly remember new things and write stuff down so she doesn't forget. One night she kisses her best friend's boyfriend and she remembers it, and it's the only memory she has from after her 10-year-old surgery. So it's a big mystery about why that is and what's so special about this dude, and or like why she's suddenly starting to feel and remember things. I thought it was really fascinating. I did finish this already and I gave it 3.5 stars. If you want to check my review out for this book, I'll link that video, and I'll probably also mention it in a wrap-up soon. Another book that I was sent from a publishing company is from Disney-Hyperion. They're just being so gracious to me this month. This book is called Wild Man by J.C. Geiger. This book comes out at the end of May, so this one's not quite out yet. Disney-Hyperion is killing it with their book designs because this is awesome, but wait. Honey, I've never seen a book so gorgeous. Like, don't even give me the dust jacket, just give me this. This is everything. There are men on the roof of the band hall next door. Okay, be safe. Anyway, this book follows a dude. His name is Lance, and as he's driving through this unfamiliar town, his car breaks down and he ends up kind of being stuck there, and this talks about his adventures there. He's valedictorian, he's first chair trumpet player, so he has his life in order, and this is about him going on some adventures that day / that time period that he's in that unfamiliar town, meeting people and finally coming out of his shell, as one says. It just sounds like a really good self-discovery book. Once again, I absolutely love these cover designs and this is just so great. This is a debut novel. I'm really excited to throw some support behind this, and thank you so much again Disney-Hyperion for sending this my way. Next, I received some books from a friend. I paid her the shipping for these because she said I could have them, and they are the most exciting things I could have asked for. So I am a huge collector of ARCs. If you didn't know, ARCs are advanced readers copies, and they're released before a book comes out. For certain authors, they're really hard to find, so if you're a collector of those series, they're pretty much like priceless things to have for your collection. I got advanced copies of A Court of Thorns and Roses and Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I'm not going to sit here and act like Sarah J. Maas is the most flawless author in the world, but I am a big fan of these books even though they are problematic. And these are so impossible to come by, so whenever she said I could have these, I was weeping. I just have these for my collection now, and they're my babies. Thank you so much, Sydney. I did another books for trade, and this one is for a copy of Alex and Eliza by Melissa de la Cruz. I feel like I don't even need to tell you what it's about, but I know there's some of you that have not listened to Hamilton, which is sort of a crime. This book follows the relationship because, if you don't know, Alexander and Eliza are goals. They're the biggest bays on this earth, and they're so lovely. It follows their relationship, how they met, how they ended up. I've read the first chapter of this and was shook. So I think it's going to be really good. It's just going to follow it in like a story format instead of a historical, boring professor type narrative. Next, my beautiful love Carissa sent me some books, but she sent me 3 books. 2 of these I've already read and one of them I am eagerly anticipating. This first one is Idiot Verse by Cohn. If you don't know, Cohn is my favorite singer, and he has a book of poetry, which is this, and so she got this for me. I've already read it. I have a review up for it, and I adored it. This is just all about love and relationships and heartbreak, and it has his art in here as well, which is pretty confusing most of the time, but it was a really, really good read. I gave this 5 stars, loved it. Again, go see my review if you want to hear more about it. Next, she got me a book I've already read and just needed for my shelf because I loved it, and that was Love is the Higher Law by David Levithan, which is a book that follows 3 people during the 9/11 terrorist attack in New York. I'm never going to forget this book because this offered me a perspective on 9/11 that I'd never had before for 2 reasons. First of all, the way that it described it was so personal. Like, it described the smell of even living in Brooklyn and all the papers that were just flying in the wind from all the offices that were destructed. It was so heart-wrenching. And also there was a scene where one of these main characters is gay and he tries to go give blood, and they say you can't give blood because you might have AIDS, and they wouldn't let a gay man give blood. And I think that that was another one of the most powerful scenes that I've ever read, especially from David Levithan. So this book just stuck in my mind for all these years, and I really wanted a copy of it, so thank you, Carissa. And lastly, Carissa got me one of her favorite books of all time, which is More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. I know everyone loves Adam Silvera. Now I have both of his books. I have not read them yet, but I own them. I don't know exactly what this book is about, but I do know it is an Own Voices book because Adam Silvera is gay, and there might even be a Mexican main character in this. That might have been his other book that was Own Voices. I could be wrong. Also, like, everyone I know loves this, so I don't have any doubt that I will love it as well. Next, I have a book that my friend recently came out with. This is called Vindicating Vacancies by Lovely Words, or also known as my friend Christy. Christy is in my creative writing class this semester. I have read her writing all semester, and I think she is the loveliest person that can work with words like none others. I haven't started this one yet, but I know from experience reading her work that she just writes so eloquently and so beautifully, and this is poems combined with also some photography, so I cannot wait to give this one a read. I'll probably review it once I'm done with it. If you're looking to get your own copy, since she did self-publish this, what she's gonna do is offer this in an ebook format. So if you're interested in buying the ebook, it's $10. I will link her email down below so that you can give her an email, then she'll get you all set up to get your own copy of this. But I love Christy so much. I think you all would really enjoy this from what I've read of her writing already, and I think she's so talented, and you should go support her because hashtag college student life. And the last book I have to talk about. I know you're so tired of hearing about this because everyone's gonna talk about this in their May book haul, but I got A Court of Wings and Rowan by Sarah J. I will have a Snapchat reaction video and a separate review coming up for this. This is probably my only anticipated release for this year, so I'm just like having this and like it doesn't feel real. But this is the 3rd book in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, so if you haven't read this, this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It is gorgeous. Pick it up. It has fae in it and beautiful men with wings, and I mean, it's heteronormative as hell, but it's also good as hell. I love it. It's so good. Now I have a couple of non-bookish items to talk about with you. First of all, this mother. This is a necklace that my cousin made me, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on it and a lot of comments, so I just wanted to give her a little shout out. You know, you gotta be there for your family. My cousin named Jacqueline has an Instagram and an Etsy where she sells these wrapped stones. This is a smaller one, but she does a whole array of different crystals and stones, so you can go check out her page if you want to see them. They're super inexpensive compared to where you might buy them from like Urban Outfitters or some major shop or retailer. They're so cute and high quality. I've been wearing this every day non-stop for like a week or 2, and it's just as solid as it was when I first put it on. I think it's so cute. She's been getting a lot of business, and I think she really deserves it. She's 16 and started her own wrapping jewelry business, so if you want to go check her out and you want to get your own stone, she's over on Instagram at Wrapsbyjac, which I will annotate but also link down below. I'll also link her Etsy. Please just go support her because I love her to death, and this is just such a creative idea, and I think she deserves all the love in the world. And lastly, I have one non-bookish item. Well, I guess it is bookish. I have an item to show you that is some tea, and not just tea. bookish themed tea. These are from an Etsy shop called Bookish Teas. She sells tea from Germany, so hallo, ich kann Deutsch sprechen. Ein bisschen. There's one that I requested. She let me have it. She made one called Regent of Sector 45, which is Warner, my dad. This is a fruit tea, so it has stuff like fig, rose buds, and rose petals. Pineapple, almond, hibiscus. This just smells amazing. And then I got one that's called Poisonous Meadows, which consists of spring tea. It's lemongrass, vanilla, carrot, ginger, apple bits, licorice. It's supposedly based off of Snow White, so that's interesting. And also smells amazing. And lastly, I could not be more excited for this one. I got Inej Gaffa flavored tea. Everything I ever needed. And this one is dried apple, lemon aroma, blackberry leaves, sunflower leaves, elderflower, and strawberry, which I love strawberry in tea, so I'm very excited to try this one. But I can already guarantee you they're gonna be good. She gets all her ingredients from local places. It's organic, they're handmade. She is so sweet and her Etsy shop looks so nice, so I'll link all of that information down below. And thank you so much, Zelan. Did I say that right? I'm so sorry if I didn't. Thank you for sending these to me. And so thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you to all the publishers who have sent me books this month or worked with me. I'm getting emotional because I think this is gonna be the last time I film in this dorm room until next year. Then I'll be back here. But I'll have my own room so I can talk all I want. Alrighty, bye everyone!